YouTube, what's going on, man? We are back with another episode. Now, some of you have seen these faces before, some of you have not, but I'm about to introduce them right now. So to my left, I got my father.
Hey, what it do, man?
We got my cousin Tyler. Got my cousin Dayon.
Bam will land the life of the party.
We got my cousin Nairi. And we got my Uncle Woo on the end.
You know what it is, number block. We in here.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir.
Outside.
So, if y'all watch my podcast, y'all know I like to do a little icebreaker. So, I got some questions right here. An icebreaker is a this or that type of situation. You gotta choose one and then give an explanation.
Okay.
So, the first one up is seafood or Jamaican food.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get the party started. I'm gonna say I love both. And if I had to choose only one, it's gonna be with the Yardie boys. What going now? What y'all say? Come back to the way things used to be, you know.
All right.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna follow up with that Jamaican food, man. If y'all know how to make some good roti, hit
with
my,
that,
hit my line.
You know, roti popping.
Roti from the sweet plantain, and I'm not talking about that golden crust. I'm talking about that real deal.
Oh, he don't want that bootleg. So I ain't talking that golden crust, man. You about to get us jumped in lines plus.
Everything you know. What y'all say? Bam.
I'm gonna go with both.
No shit.
I
Let
respect
me get
that.
half and half of my platter, you hear me? You know what I'm saying?
That boy can eat.
I like to eat, you know what I mean?
That boy can eat, bro.
What you going with?
Nah.
I'm trying to think, cause like,
You know you had like 4 people before you, right? You could have thought about this.
I know, but it's like those are just 2 superior dishes.
Talk to us now.
Like,
Okay.
but I'm gonna have to go Jamaican. I think like jerk chicken is just.
That's tough.
I
You
never
know,
knew
but it
that.
depends who make it though.
I'm down
I
with
never
the.
knew that.
I'm down with the brown stew now. I'm down with you.
Brown,
Though.
yeah.
Yes, sir. Talk to me, Wolf.
I'm gonna go with seafood because I feel like you have more options. Like, you see the food, right? You see the food, so you have more options. So that's what I'm going with.
Okay.
You see what he tried to do?
I saw it.
For me, I'm gonna say, I ain't gonna lie, I'll probably go both. They both some good foods. Can't go wrong with them. Word. For our next icebreaker question, we got angry client or angry coworker.
Angry coworker.
Coworker?
Yeah, a client gonna cost you some money. A coworker, I'm gonna piss you off because you're angry.
Facts.
And I'm gonna make you mad.
Facts, man. I'm gonna follow with my nephew and go out on a limb and say, yeah, angry coworker. Because we could go outside, shoot the fade, you dig? A client, that's somebody that's bringing you bread, man. So, yeah.
True.
Nah.
I mean, like, when I used to work at the airport, angry coworker is like a staple. So it's just like, I'll take that. Because you don't want to lose money. You need that.
Facts.
And when you're already working with people who go to work every day and they already mad at themselves, everybody angry.
Who wanna work? Yeah. Nobody wanna work.
So real life is like your only choice is to deal with the client. You don't got a choice, but you got to deal with the coworker.
No doubt.
Real
Tom?
talk.
Tom?
I mean, I can't even add to it, man. I gotta go to angry coworker. Like, it's all about the money, all about the Benjamins. You know what I mean? Like, if a client gonna cost you money. Client is money. Let's just be real. You ain't about to cost me my picture. You could be mad at me when we clock in, when we clock out. I don't gotta see you no more. I see you tomorrow. Have a good weekend.
Real talk.
My money ain't gonna stop for nobody.
You nice. That's polite.
So.
Whoop.
I'm gonna say angry coworker because they usually be the ones that turn into the active shooters. So,
Damn, you said active shooters.
you can always get more clients.
That's why you become friends with the ones you think that'll do that.
The ones that tell you don't go to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
I ain't think about that.
Hey, bro, I got you. There's a couple of them on my job. I be like, what's up?
That's why I be
y'all can treat them how y'all
That's
want.
why I be nice to everybody.
He gonna tell
everybody.
Pause. He gonna tell me,
Hey,
hey,
yo.
leave out. I said pause.
You got it.
He gonna, I don't even, he gonna give me the heads up, rather.
He gonna give you what?
But I be trying to warn other coworkers like, yo, he gonna shoot you, man.
Yeah.
He gonna shoot you on that day. But I'm out.
But I got one at my job that be walking away pissed, talking to herself. I was like, you alright, bro?
Talking about they gonna see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he be like, I fucking hate this place, man. I be like, hey, bro, you alright, bro? I hate this place too.
Little
That's what he
Timothy.
gonna, I
Little
like
Timothy was
That's how you gotta do it.
Quiet quiet little Timothy sitting in the back of the motherfucking spot, like, yeah, they're gonna find out. They're gonna find out. What day, Timmy?
And they cut my boy pay.
What day?
Oh, it's gonna be any day. Any one of these days.
Hey, yo.
Every time I see him, I say, "What's up?" That's my dog.
Got you,
But
Got to, man.
everybody else better
Keep
watch.
the active shooters close.
No, word. I'm definitely gonna choose angry coworker on that too. For our next one, we got start work late or leave work early.
Oh,
Start work late or leave work. I want to leave early, man. I'm trying to get up out the spit out. You did?
I ain't trying to leave early. I need all my money. I need all my hours.
yo,
Kids are expensive, and this economy is trash.
facts. Again, I'm just gonna hop in here real quick. I'm gonna say, going back to what we was just talking about, I'm gonna go with get to work. What's it? Get to work late.
Yeah, get to work late.
Yeah, because again, the active shooters get there early and be popping off early. So that shit happen. I'm gonna get a day off anyway. So I'm gonna go to work late.
But if you go late, you gotta stay late.
No, but if the
And your
active
check gonna be short.
But no, if you go late, that's when you gotta have that little side joint at the job that's already punching you in. That's what you gotta do. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I ain't playing with them snitches at my
You know what
job.
I mean? That's all you gotta do. Well, I'm going late, you know, because again, I think it's the safest thing to do.
Nah.
I mean, what do you think?
For me, that's a situational like question. Like it all depends on like
Shit.
how I'm feeling about the work day. Like usually I want to be early, but like if it's like a job that like like you gotta deal with people all day, I'll take the lateness.
Yeah, you don't care about your bars. You like, fuck that. I'm with you, man.
I ain't never leaving work early unless it's a family emergency.
True.
Outside of that, I'm gonna stay and deal with them angry coworkers.
I look at it, we was on time for 400 years. So you get to your job when you get there. That's how I look at
Where's my reparations?
it. Exactly. We didn't give them 400 years of being on time. So,
I ain't
you know what
mad
I mean?
at that.
Good.
Alright, for this one, I'm probably gonna say leave work early, just because you get to go, you get to do whatever you want on your free time. That's how I feel about that.
Yo, check gonna be short, bruh.
So you want to get to work late?
I'm gonna get to work late and I'm gonna stay late to make up.
Exactly. You
Time
can
I'm
stay. You
How
can
you know your
stay.
job getting out that time though?
Huh?
How you know your job getting out that time though?
Because my position, my title is control room operator. I control this whole building.
See that? That's all you gotta do.
They
Alright,
gonna pay me.
now for this next one is crazy.
Let's get
I
it.
said this one was
Let's
gonna be
get
crazy.
it.
Alright, would you rather get your nuts stomped on or get beat with a paddle?
Hey, check this out. I don't know what y'all really know
What type of freaky time
about. I don't know what y'all really know about the nuts getting stepped on.
Boy,
But
on a dominatrix or what you call it?
I was on the
I
job.
think you said it right.
Dominatrix.
I was on the job, and
I'm cool.
and this joker got assaulted. He was an officer. They stomped this nigga nuts out. I mean, his nuts blew up like watermelons.
Word.
Use the
Like
example.
elephant tanks. Like,
And so I'm gonna go ahead out on a limb and say definitively, I'll take any paddle made of any material any day. Leave my nuts alone.
So you want to get whooped?
I've been put to the test, brother.
I'm glad you clarified that.
I'm
you
worthy
been-
and well qualified.
You
truly
been paddled before?
and duly prepared. Facts.
Oh, you was a
What,
freak.
in a fraternity?
Facts.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I got hit with a paddle. Fox
taking-
5 News making RLS. I'm going to jail.
I'm taking the paddle.
You hit me with a paddle.
See?
It's gonna be some serious
See?
repercussions.
Yeah, nah.
Construction.
Nah, I think I'm gonna go with the paddle 100%. Don't come near me,
Definitely
don't come
taking the
down
paddle.
my
Go
that
with the
area.
paddle.
I'm going with the paddle 100%. Yes.
Hell yeah.
You gotta think about it. Like some paddles is justified. Like you said. Like if I'm joining the frat, you know what I mean. You know, back in the day when they was going to Catholic
Some
school,
paddles
all
is
that.
justified.
Yeah,
That saying is crazy.
If I'm trying to get into you just got you know what it is. If you trying to get into a frat,
You
feel
know
me?
what it is.
You know what it. But
know what it is.
But listen, because you're not about to go down and listen.
Pause.
A man's genital, a man's jewels. That's your manhood. That's everything. You feel me?
Bro, your rear is your manhood too.
For real?
It is, but you feel me? Like you could paddle me, and I'm gonna walk away from that. I want to see anybody get their nuts
God.
stomped and walk away from that.
Pineapples.
Talk to me.
I can't pick
Talk to
either
me.
one. Either one, I'm going to Essex County correctional facility.
You wanted them?
Bro, if you hit me in my nuts, it's gonna be a problem. If you put a paddle to my rear, it's gonna be a problem.
Only correct answer.
So
to that.
you pick what kind of problem you wanna have. I just know somebody's calling the cops on me.
I'm gonna take that paddle though.
Yeah, I probably say
I ain't gonna want you, but I'm going for that paddle because I'm not.
the pain is temporary, so I'm probably gonna go with the paddle too.
Hell no.
Then the getting hit in the nuts pain gonna be temporary.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, but
both gonna hurt.
I never got. Look, I had a hernia one time.
You could die from that, bro. You could die from getting kicked in the nuts.
You can. I had a hernia one time, but them joints.
And he
like,
said
swole
stomped.
up.
He didn't say
Nah,
kicked. He said stomped.
He said stomped. So
What
that's
are
like,
you doing to get stomped in your nuts?
You ain't get out that girl house fast enough.
I ain't gonna lie. If you get kicked, you deserve to get kicked. Cause you just let somebody's foot come off the ground, and you probably watched it come off the ground.
Yeah, no word.
But if you already on the ground, what you can do?
If you want, man,
I'm
lack
just
of
saying.
awareness is crazy.
Yeah, it is. You gotta have your head on swivel. Get your nuts stomped out.
To get your nuts stomped, people gotta be like holding your legs. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, you get jumped out here. You can get jumped.
If I get jumped,
You ain't no
somebody
cop,
like, yo,
J.
hold
Reed.
his legs, let's stomp his nuts.
You ain't no cop, J. Reed.
I don't think you the kind of ops I want to have. He's a freaky
You
op.
ain't no cop, J. Reed.
We gonna go to the next one.
Let's get it.
All right,
What?
work for someone who is bossy, or
That's
work for
hard.
someone who is strict.
That's
I'm gonna
kinda
go out
the
on a
same
limb
thing.
and say I'm gonna work for someone. I'm gonna work for somebody who is strict, because bossy means they on your back, breathing down your neck.
Bossy.
Strict just means they in direct compliance with every policy and procedure that may be at your place of employment. I'm going with strict. T.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of surprised at you. I'm going with somebody that's bossy, you see, because if somebody's strict, that means you gotta do it to the T. It's a certain way to do everything.
Facts.
You feel me?
Facts.
But if somebody's bossy, it's like you can give me 100 things to do, but I know the shortcut to all of them 100 things. I ain't gotta do it by your book. As long as it get done. you
Work
feel
on
me?
your own pace. Respect. I respect that. answer.
So yeah, I'm gonna take somebody that's within reason though. You feel me? It's some you know what I mean?
Over the top. Yeah.
Yeah, but within reason. Cause what you got to say about that?
How you feel about that?
Strict or bossy.
Yes, sir.
I've never handled authority well. So however way you gonna give it up, just be prepared for my response.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
That's the true
That was
Pause,
crazy.
spy,
wild.
yeah, pause.
No,
But however way you gonna try to be somebody that's in a higher power than me, hey, slaves revolted, right? I ain't saying I'm a slave,
True Saint Louverture, baby.
but you,
Turn
hey,
this in the hay.
if you rule this place the wrong way, it's gonna be repercussions. That's it. I'll probably deal with strict.
I believe that would be called.
To be honest.
That would be called a coup. Nah, what you got?
Cool. That was nice. That was nice.
Damn, because it's like, I don't care if you strict or bossy. It's the respect.
Yeah, we human, bro.
I feel that. Yeah, I feel that.
Things happen.
Respect.
It's the respect,
You know what I
right?
mean? You can't control traffic. You want me to be strict. I gotta be there at 3 o'clock. If you strict and I'm in traffic, something that's out of my control, and I gotta deal with repercussions, then we gonna have an issue.
I could dig it.
Woo.
I'm gonna go with Bossy because I like Khalees and she had a song called Bossy. And as long as whoever's being bossy looks like Khalees, I could rock out with the Bossy. You know what I mean? Strict, I can't do. I don't really do well with authority. I don't.
You getting like put in a box with strict people.
Yeah, and you know what too? Strict people make their own rules up too. Like it's one thing I think to go by what the company's guidelines are, but then you also have strict people that start to implement their own little rules.
They're gonna put
You
you
know what
in
I'm
your
saying?
own
And that's
little
gonna cause a problem. Like
I'm cool.
that's gonna cause a problem. So I'm gonna go with Bossy. I'm Bossy.
All right, for me, I'm probably say bossy too. Either one is bad, but I'll probably say bossy. But for that's the end of the segment, the icebreaker segment.
Robbed already.
Your Uncle Dog fuck with them White Claws. He told me this,
That
right?
White Claw is nasty.
I never tried it.
But
Damn, Gina.
Them shits is carbonated water with a drop of vodka.
Drop.
Hey, Derek, man, I appreciate all the hate and the non-love.
There you go.
It ain't the hate, it's just we
And the
Tiger blood.
non-love.
just point out the actual factors.
What that chaser?
Say with cause
Look, chaser. We don't need no chaser.
That's good. That's good.
Put some hair in your nuts. You got hair in your nuts?
I don't get them stomped out.
talking about the ones that's getting stomped out.
Yeah.
The ones that's getting stomped out.
Put some hair in your nuts.
I got plenty hair on my nuts. No.
Get some hair in your nuts.
Listen,
You know what I mean? It would be an extra layer of protection.
It's not a word, but we live again. We are live. So y'all, that was the end of the icebreaker segment. Now we are getting to the actual conversation. It's about to get turned up. We was ready turned, but it's really about to get turned up.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so
Outside.
first question. Would y'all let y'all women do OnlyFans?
So I'm gonna go ahead out there, man, and say hell and no. I ain't having no chick selling her soul on the ground, on TikTok,
Ponder.
But what if,
OnlyFans,
Not pond.
any of that.
This is mad ironic.
what if she's making her own money though?
You got
That's her
asked.
bag. If
So, how?
You got asked.
Yeah, but check this out.
No, I did, but not in this
Dude.
circumstance.
No.
We gonna
I'm
leave that.
gonna go with no. See?
Alright, let me ask you a question. It's no for me too though. Like hell no.
I got the perfect
But
scenario.
what if they just doing toes?
I said hell to the no.
Even just toes.
toes is cool.
Even just toes, feet.
I ain't mad at feet pictures.
Hey, if she bringing in some extra income, I'm still saying no. Like this ain't me. This for the other brothers out there that's into that. If she bringing in toe money, that toe revenue, I mean, listen,
That sounds right to me.
that's cool with some
Dude, we ain't
dudes.
asking the other brothers. We asking you.
If you asking me, nah, I can't get behind that.
All right, say less.
I can't get behind
Man.
that.
If I didn't have as many tattoos as I do, right, it's very recognizable. And my lady didn't have tattoos that is very recognizable.
Right.
Right,
We can make our OnlyFans together. We just gonna be the ski mask bandits.
That's dope.
You'll never know.
You never know.
Nah.
Then they got body paint.
You will never know.
Nah.
Body paint now. Y'all could do that shit.
You know what I'm
I'm gonna
saying?
say no.
Be like Blue Man.
I'm gonna say no.
Nah, I said no.
I agree with that.
We'll have to do it together though. It won't be you just making solo vids and
Yeah, no,
and-
solo visits crazy.
Nah, we gonna make some together and we're gonna be masked up so nobody recognize in public. Our family could see the video and won't know it's us.
Can we go?
We should make this money off.
Wait, but you gotta make an
family
account.
on there, they, well, I'm not incriminating.
Whoa. Speak your piece. bro.
Everybody got a little free.
I was just gonna say that about families on OnlyFans and they watching, and they watching us on OnlyFans.
But what if you covered up and they don't know it's you?
That's what I said the body paint could work too. You might want to look into that.
I know. I done thought about it.
So
I'm like,
woo, so woo.
I got the body for it.
Is that a yes or no?
Yeah, it's a yes because Jordans have become insanely expensive and she needs to contribute. So she needs to go ahead and do that.
We are actually lying.
Yeah, she need to do that because there's a couple
Nope.
new joints dropping for Christmas.
Nope.
I want to pay.
Nope.
Would I let my girl do OnlyFans? No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
But what about
She ain't getting ran by other men. No.
This not the scenario I said.
What you like? What was it?
If y'all both got covered up tattoos
Like 50 Cent said, she
and
for rent.
a ski
Yeah,
mask,
yeah.
and y'all making your own videos,
Oh, then cool. If nobody don't know, yeah.
hey,
I'm with that.
glad I ain't the only one.
50 and Chris Breezy said it best. She for rent. She's for rent.
It's your anniversary.
OnlyFans is the Zillow for them to be on. So I say, yeah, she for rent.
You know what's
Yeah.
ironic about OnlyFans?
What's wrong?
The platform wasn't even made for that.
What was it made for?
Yeah, wait, yeah.
What was it? I don't know what it was made. I thought it was made for that.
Put us
It was
on.
not made to be.
Fat girls with peanut butter on their back. This niggas into that. I'm not. But
It was
You
for-
got it.
niggas want to see
I
that.
ain't never
Wow.
hear that.
Wow.
I run that back. I never heard
That's
that.
a wild
It's
search.
niggas out here
Right,
Said
right.
peanut butter
who
on
like
the back.
peanut butter on fat girls' backs.
Okay.
And I don't discriminate. If that's what they want to do, then that's what they want to do.
Probably can make money off that too.
Yeah, but we talking about you
Hell
and
yeah.
your woman right now.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
You know, I don't own
Covered
her.
up.
The creator owns her. She's only on loan to me, the way I look at it. So whatever, as long as I can get the J's, I'm good.
Oh man.
Can you woo?
I'm good.
Moving on.
Alright. Next topic for the conversations.
Yes, sir.
We have, should a man and a woman in a relationship split the bills 50-50?
I would say it depends on the socio-economical status of the man. If the woman is a breadwinner, her name is Oprah Winfrey. Nah, it should be more
She
like.
paying for all that shit.
It should be more like Oprah and none for me.
Exactly.
However, I do believe in the 50-50 construct because it's very expensive to live out here in the world. So I'm all for that. Both of us grinding, we both, you know, getting the butter from the duck, so to speak.
Butter from the duck.
Then I would say, yeah, we could do 50-50. Or if I got it, say less. If she got it, I'm gonna say less.
But wait, let me ask you something. That woman is going to be dependent on you if you taking care of all the bills.
Not necessarily, because she can have her own job and you still pay all the bills. She'll just be keeping her full income.
Man, fuck that. And
But she'll still be dependent on that man if he's paying. Oh, he got it.
But what if she's able to afford all of her things? You just paying it because
it's been proven, and there are many surveys
they
on
was
this.
popping shit a couple years ago. They put that song out there, Independent. Let her pay for that shit.
It's been proven.
They can't have it both ways.
Yes,
I'm
listen.
independent, but you gonna take care of me now. Fuck that.
But the reality is that women, by and large, spend their money on themselves and the men foot the bill. See what you got.
Yeah.
Nah, I think I'm gonna go with they should split it 50-50, and this is why I say that. That's the problem with our community, real talk.
Generation and community.
The generation and community is that we don't believe in straight the numbers 1 and 2. Ego get in the way. You know what I mean? If you got
Break
it,
that shit down.
no, like I'm saying, if you got it, you got it.
Talking about?
You got it for your girl. You got it for you.
That's
you got
top.
it. You got it. The rest of us, the 99% of the rest of us, is straight the numbers. When y'all bring them two incomes together, the things y'all can accomplish.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's generational.
I'm saying, listen to my nephew. Bam, what you got?
Yeah. Alright. That was dope though. Real talk, Ty. All jokes aside, I'm loving it.
Facts.
When it comes to 50-50, I feel like you and your lady do whatever works best for y'all.
Yup.
My personal opinion,
Respect.
how I was raised, I'm more so of a traditional male, as it will be termed in this world. I have no problem paying 100% for everything, but if I'm going to be a traditional male, be a traditional woman. And you got to handle everything that I'm gone and I'm busy.
Head, laundry,
handle
that type of
things
shit.
at home. You know what I mean?
But
Everybody got their own responsibility.
Neff said be a traditional woman. That means be submissive.
That's a whole nother episode.
That means
That's a whole nother branch.
knowing when to be quiet when your king is speaking. That means when your king comes home from grinding a hard day of work,
Know when to shut up.
you don't know what he's been through. Be his peace.
Have that sandwich ready.
Cook some food.
I feel like, but on the contrary, you have to also be that way with your queen because you don't know what she went through with the kids. Say she wanted to go do laundry.
Man, they was at daycare.
Laundry
What the fuck she went
machine,
through with the kids?
All right, but what if she's a stay-at-home mom?
That's her choice.
All right, but look, if you're paying all the bills and she's a stay-at-home mom, she don't have to go out and work.
And she can't say
Her job is gonna be to do what? Kids and take care of the house. What if things breaking in the house? You don't know what kind of hard day she had.
She got to clean the
Facts.
rifle.
You both have your own battles,
Respect.
which need to be mutually respected upon each other.
Respect.
But
I respect that now.
on a 50-50 term, due to this economy, and people have to also take age into consideration,
That too.
because you can't expect somebody that's 23, 24, 25 to pay 100% with this economy. So you gotta have some kind of awareness of where of the country that you live in.
Real
She got
talk.
them, unless he got them pills flowing.
Moving
he
on,
getting
moving
them
on, moving on, moving on. Now
So,
what you
yeah.
got? Now what you got? Now what you got?
These questions are so ironic to be asking at this point in time. But
Oh yeah, welcome to the real world, brother.
no, I've been in the real world.
Yeah, for real.
Now what you got,
you
Knox?
with me though.
Let him speak his piece. Speak his piece. We're on the clock.
I would just have to agree with the mutual, the 50-50. Like, you do what fits your.
You do it
Not
for
everybody
y'all.
the same. You can't expect standards with. You can't expect the same standards with every person you meet. That's unrealistic.
Yeah.
Whoop.
You do what works for you and your lady.
I'm gonna say it depending on who weed connect y'all going to see. Cause if it's my weed connect, I'm gonna pay for the weed. But if it's her people's, I don't know him or her. If that shit trash, then that should be your money that we gambling with. That's how I look at it.
All right, next question.
These cars is dope.
So,
They get deep.
the next question is, how can we as a black culture stop hating on another black man or woman when they make it and have success?
One thing is we need proper education. Second thing is it starts in the home. Third thing is that when I was coming up, it was the each one teach one concept. He's not too heavy, he's my brother.
There you go.
A lot of black men who have been railroaded, imprisoned, led astray, ran amok, so to speak. We've lost, it's a disconnect in our community. It was by design that some of us were to be put in prison, killed, whatever the case may be. And so I'll simply say that for us to succeed as a people, we have to communicate effectively. Yeah. We have to come together as one and create this thing where we amass around $9 trillion in the black community.
Yeah.
That's almost equivalent to the third largest nation in the world. If we came together, we would shut half the world down. If we shot black, if we bought black, if we lived black, truly lived it, and respected our queens, respected our kings, we'd be on a whole nother level. Tell you what you got.
Yes, yeah. So at first, I really ain't know how to approach that question because just my experience growing up, it was like, all right, you can't be too flashy where we from. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Just because you know there's people out there that's out to get what you got. But I think it's one, it's an ego factor, but two, it's also a fear. We gotta get over that fear of going to, you know, my next brother in action. I'm like, yo, I see you got this job. I see you doing this. How did you do it? And then there's also, on the other hand, you can't be scared to share the wealth. Knowledge is the wealth, and you can't be scared to show people the way. Like, this is how I did it. You can do it how you do it, but this is how I did it, and this is how I got it.
Each one teach one. He's not too heavy. He's my brother.
It's about
together we shall win.
You know what I'm saying? It's about paving the way. So I think it's about getting over that fear, getting over that ego, and you know what I'm saying? We can't get nowhere if we don't got no resources. We got the resources around us. We just got to use it, one, and two, be willing to be a resource. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think.
I agree. Run the question back for me, man.
I got you. So it was... How can we as a black culture stop hating on one another when someone makes it and has success?
How can we? I feel like the first thing will have to be the system that we're up against, because I feel like we hate on each other due to the fact that it is hard for us to even make it out. So when someone does make it out, you've been struggling, you've been starving, you've been hungry, and when you in them conditions, you thinking about survival. You're not thinking about longevity. You're not thinking about long term nor the future. You're thinking about making it to tomorrow. So you're gonna do anything you can do, backdoor, scam somebody, snake somebody, just so you can make it to the next day. So I feel like that is where the system plays a part. But apart from the system playing a part, I feel as though us as a black community just needs to come together and also have a leader, because one thing we missing is unity. You know what I mean? And every time we do have a black leader, he's usually taken out, or he disappears, or is jailed. So we don't come together. So I feel as though it's a bigger battle that we're facing. I feel like we kind of get hating on each other because it's hard for us just to make it out as individuals.
Nah, what you got? What you got now?
I agree with everything that, you know, passed through. It's just, that question is just, it's so many answers to that question, because that question is so broad. Because like y'all said, the system that we live under, it also spans back to like history as well. You see that we going through the 400 years of slavery, all we knew was that people that look like us, we supposed to hate. So that goes on to this generation. You know what I mean? It's like a common thing now to hear another black person say, man, I hate black people.
Or backdoor them. It's like backdooring somebody is a trend now. But that's what I feel as though the system kind of puts in place for us. There's a lot of things that's put in place that's out of our control, but one thing we have to realize is that we're in control, because at the end of the day, we control our minds. It's just the things that, like we said with the last question, we end up being influenced by. And once you're influenced by negative too much, it's hard to break that cycle and get on to something that's positive, so we can all grow in a positive way.
What you got?
I don't want to make it all deep, but like on a serious note, I think that the first thing that we need to do as a community is stop trying to conform to the narrative that's given to us. One of those narratives is that we as descendants of an African people, regardless of where you're from, we've always had unity without unification. Meaning that I don't have to get along with Nye or Bam or Ty, Hop or Care, but I have to respect what y'all doing. That's a form of unity. There's a narrative spent that, first of all, no race is unified. It's a narrative that's spent, a false narrative. Like we went to school 7 years, 6 years, where we were the tokens, if you will, as Malcolm spoke about in his book, around Italians and Portuguese. We saw Italians and Portuguese in the eastward of North going at it like the narrative of blacks and whites in America, but it's not put on the media. So the point I'm making is the false narrative on us, like y'all ain't got it together. Ain't no race got it together, you know? And at the same time, we're the only group of people who were created by man. When I say that, we wasn't supposed to survive slavery. We're the direct descendants of what embarrasses the shit out of America. And then when you talk about success, the average person in America who gets success, black, white, purple, whatever it may be, they have a puppet master over them, depending on how high up the ladder they are. And so it also comes back to defining success. Success to me is what's happening right now. This podcast is success to me. This podcast represents unity. All jokes aside, you know what I'm saying? You know, I was up here bugging, but y'all know the real me. You know what I'm saying? People out there know the real me, whatever the case may be. And sometimes you gotta throw the enemy off, whatever, make him think you ignorant. But we all know that we are playing a game that we had no input on what the rules is. Like my big bro said, all of this shit is by design. The liquor stores, the horrible housing, the easy access to horrible foods.
Predatory lending.
The mortgage companies. That's why you have companies like NACA right now that's trying to get individuals into mortgages that whatever you're paying right now, you should be able to be in a house. It's a whole lot of shit against us. The inner city design. You can go on and on. We're talking about success. Like, why is a project called a project? It's a building. And that same type of building, if you put Vermillo on the side of it, now it's a condo. Get the out of here.
Right. No, bring us on.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Just to look, like my brother said, we was raised with that whole concept of, you know, what I know I must teach, what I don't know I must learn. Each one teach one, and together we will win.
Bring us home, though.
So, and with that being said, we're gonna take a little break, y'all.
Yeah, yeah.
What's it, yo?
I was fathered. I don't play that shit.
Let me tell y'all about the.
I can drink this.
What you want me to say to these people?
That's how it is. That conversation, we gotta take that offline. That could go deep.
Definitely.
Here we go. Yana got something to say.
Go ahead, Yana. What's up?
What I got to say?
What's up, Queen B?
Talk about it.
Queen Carter, what up?
Because one thing about me, I'm gonna have my drink, okay?
Oh my God.
All right, watch this.
This is not drink champs.
What you think need to happen in the black community so we can stop hating on each other?
Word.
Yeah.
Less colors at the nail salon. That's the problem. Cause they hate.
No, everybody really needs to come together.
And work on your way.
Everybody get the same 24 hours in a day.
Right.
Facts.
So if everybody
Except for
get off
those who
their ass
got
and go to work,
except
do
for
what they
locked down
gotta
for
do,
23.
it's not gonna be no
But this is the thing. If
no
we all
room for
know,
hating for real.
if we all know a 9 to 5 ain't gonna get us nowhere in this economy, we gonna have to figure something else out.
You gotta do your little side gig. You
Because
gotta
look,
do what you have a passion for.
This ain't no shade to none of my. We've been on the same block,
for
10th
years.
Street.
Right.
Scratch years,
Right.
generations.
Right.
Why haven't no one thought about anything to do something different? Not saying no one has, but I feel as though people live off too much individuality instead
And they
of
live on what they
unity.
used to.
Like, look at the poppies that we used to live next door to on the same block. Bro, there's a billion of them in the same house. Though many of us will look at it like, well, they got a million niggas in that house, ha ha ha. At the same time, they got 1 million niggas in their house. If that mortgage is $3,800 a month and you got 10 people paying that shit, bro, that ain't nothing out nobody's pockets. Right. And guess what? Whoever save up the most money, you go buy a house next. And we're gonna do the same shit and keep repeating until everybody got a house.
You know what's crazy? But you know what it is? It's because we scared of what we don't understand.
I wouldn't even say that. I would say black people as a community, we have too much pride to live under. No, we have too much pride to live within our means.
Right.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Most people
Everybody living with the design
you go get a good job. What's the first thing a black person gonna do? You gonna go buy a luxury apartment in a Dodge Charger, Scat Pack, or SRT.
With that Gucci belt, with that Gucci belt on.
You know what I mean? You trying to keep up with it.
Y'all got nothing in y'all pockets. Right.
Like, live below your means. And, bro, like, look at the Chinese people. Them salons our black sisters and aunts and mothers is going to, they spending their money, and guess what? A family run that. Right. And they probably all living in the same house. And if you got a business in real life, you eating. But guess what? They living under means, bro. And they gonna go open up another salon.
But you know what I'm bring back though?
People don't look at it like that. They look at who's doing better than
you said earlier, that goes into, I love it. Because this right here, this conversation was already thought about. This is a part of the design. So much to the point when whenever I go into my little history bag, white people be like, oh, there he go. Even black people say that shit.
Right.
We was cooped up on votes. We ain't trying to be cooped up no anymore. And if that's it ain't about us keeping up with the Joneses and that. But are we American? If we're not American, then what are we? Because everything you talking about in this room is what Americans do. Right. They wear the designer shit. But they create the designer shit. Hear what I'm saying.
I got you.
And by design, that. And by design, no, I swear I'm not trying to be funny enough, but it really pisses me off because we think like a lot of our Latino brothers and sisters whom I love to death, black and brown has always gotten down. We grew up on a block, the higher part of 10th Street with black and brown people. Look at what's happening right now in this country. People from Mexico, whoever, can come over here and get a loan with no credit, get on welfare, get a stimulus every fucking month. It's being made easier because they're the distraction for us to hate on them and not hate on this system that has not changed.
Well, if you really have to look at it, they actually are a replacement. Blacks are not needed in this country anymore.
That too. And guess what? I would say we ain't trying to pick them oranges and Florida no more. I'm not trying to make no joke or nothing like that, but they're coming to do the job. I'm sorry to cut you off, but they're coming to do the jobs because once again, this country, pardon my language, but this country is built off of free labor. And they've never gotten over, they've never gotten over not having free labor. That's why this joke of, what do you call it, minimum wage and shit like that, by design, that shit is always going to keep us like 4 steps below fucking inflation. Because they know what it is. By design, we're the biggest consumers because historically, we've always went out our way to look our best. Go to the North Museum and go look at those cloths and shit like that. And go look what them fucking Vikings had on. Pardon me for cursing, because I get a little upset about that shit. But how we think all this shit is a part of the design. Everything that made us strong has been under a fucking attack. You understand what I'm saying? Fucking slavery taught us how to be a black man that could walk away from your family because in the beginning, you were being snatched away. And taken from Virginia to North Carolina, and you never saw your kin again. All of this shit is embedded in it. It's a fucking program. Imagine a computer running the same program for 400 fucking years, and now you trying to reprogram it? That shit might crash before it turns into what you want it to become.
Don't forget we're on YouTube.
My bad. I apologize. I feel as though black people is needed in America because I feel as though every culture literally steals from us.
They do.
I won't say every, but majority
do.
And people literally mimic us, even though we're the most hated. White women get BBLs. Mm-hmm. White women they used to always want to be what back then? Skinny as hell.
Right.
They ain't want no extra fat, no nothing.
Yeah, but Charles was going up in that barn touching them slaves because he ain't want that.
Exactly.
Not making a joke, but that's what happened.
Now what? White women got lip fillers. Mm-hmm. They getting cornrows, box braids, BBLs,
and I'ma flip it.
Tans,
all these masks,
everything is mimic it off us because at the end of the day, we the chosen ones. Come on,
and check this out though. Look, it's been put out there. Let me tell you something. And they know this. To eliminate every person of African, well, you can't do that because every person actually in the world is of African descent. That's already been proven. the DNA of the oldest remains of a woman that was found in Africa. There's a part of her DNA in every living person walking around the earth.
I know exactly what
you feel what I'm saying? That's facts. And I don't want to put out there like that I'm not racist or prejudice. And once again, understand the definitions. I couldn't be racist because I'm not wealthy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you can't be racist because you don't have a construct by which you're backed.
That's the point that I'm exactly.
In order for you to put your racism upon another person.
Yeah, you exactly. To make a person adapt to your diet, your religion, your way of dress, your way of life, or they will die. That's what. Again, how did slavery happen? Fucking money. All these banks that we bank with, that we're allegedly saving money with, who flip our paychecks 4 times a week, but give us a booty ass 2%. APR or whatever on our money. All of that shit was backed by cotton and shit like that. Come on, man. Anyway.
Social construct.
Yeah, you know what it is, though. You know what I'm saying. You know what it is.
We'll be back.
And I love y'all.
All right, y'all. We are back.
We back.
So for our next conversation, our next question, we have: should there be gyms for one specific gender?
So I looked up. And there was some consensus that stated that there is some benefit to having separate gyms based off your gender or based off how you feel.
Well, see, that's that.
And so there is some benefit to that according to certain people. I personally feel if these women stop creating or trying to embark on this culture, this cancel culture, and trying to get a joker kicked out, thrown out, you taking this shit off, you got spandex mini shorts on with your cat print showing. The reality is,
oh my God.
The reality is, if you don't want nobody to see you, go to one of those private social gyms only for women.
That's really a thing?
That's where you at. Go to.
Right.
I didn't know that.
So, I think there should be gender specific gyms. And I'm gonna tell you why. So as a guy that go to the gym with his girl, like on the regular, when she tell me she feel uncomfortable, like it's like it get busy in that gym. You know what I'm saying? And it's like what you want them to wear, like triple XL baggy sweatpants. It's not 2005 no more. If a girl can't be comfortable working out, you know what I mean? Like where can she go? And that's why I think that having an all female gym, because that's really what this is about. Let's be real. All male gym is not no problem. It's really about having an all woman gym.
Man, what you say?
I think so. It is.
I feel as though the only reason that this is an issue is again due to social media influence.
Mm-hmm.
Cancel culture is through social media influence.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
So, like I said, bro, social media just influencing everything that's going around and all the trends and whatnot. So this cancel culture and okay, let me go wear some shorts that's 3 sizes too small to go get a dude to look at me. You're a woman, he's a guy, he's probably gonna look or glance or probably ask you, can I use the machine? But due to social media and the influence, you're gonna take it as though he only came over there because you had almost nothing on. You know what I mean? So.
Now, what you got now?
You got all men's sports teams, all women's sports teams. You got men locker rooms,
respect,
women locker rooms,
respect.
Word. It falls in the same category, so I don't see why it would be a problem. Because to argue against it, there's no true argument. There's no true argument against that.
Facts. What you got?
I think it's too late for that in the society that we live in. Because, like you said the key thing. We are now living. You hinted towards it. Look, we are now living in a society where a joker could get up, grown ass man like us, and say, you know what? I identify as a woman today. So what gym is he gonna go to? You know what I'm saying? And another thing too, I'm not being funny, and I don't want to sound sexist, but the only women that tend to have problems, you know what I'm saying, with it is which I respect that they're in a relationship, like you work out, you know what I'm saying, with your lady. That's something different. She shouldn't have to go to a gym and feel uncomfortable, this, that, and the third. But it's a lot of women and men who will pull that I feel uncomfortable card, not your girl, because they don't like the person that's looking at them. But if they're attracted to the person that's looking at them, now it's not a problem. So you can't have it both ways. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like for me being a gym goer for years, since I've been like 16, 17, I feel like most people just get uncomfortable in the gym when they're new and they're not used to that environment.
And when I was going to
if this is a new environment, you're not gonna be comfortable because you're gonna feel like, oh, people looking at me because I look dumb or I'm using something wrong or like even me, like when I first really started going to the gym,
right?
Like I didn't have a physique that was bad. Like I was playing football, so I was in decent shape. You feel me?
Right.
And I'm like, why are people staring at me? But at the same time, people staring at you because they probably using the machine wrong. They ain't looking at you, and they, you know what I'm saying? They learning. So that I don't even take nothing wrong no way when I see a dude staring at me or a woman staring at me or in the gym because it's like they probably need help. They don't want to say anything.
And what's crazy when I go to gym, jokers help you. Yeah, jokers help you. Like they don't need
the gym is the most welcoming place I've ever been in my life.
Yeah.
And you could be staring at somebody or you feel like somebody looking at you and you'll probably take it as a negative aspect like envy or they looking at something you got on. And the whole time it's not because the gym is a welcoming environment. Yeah. At the end of the day, everybody is at the gym to get better, to become a better version of themselves. Mm-hmm. And maybe you doing something better than they doing it. So they looking at you, but they don't know you. And you probably a big dude. Like you go to any gym, I promise you, the biggest dude in there that everybody's staring at, it's not because he's intimidating. They probably want tips or they want to know how he got and that.
Jokers are giving to you too, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. Jokers are giving to you.
The biggest dude in the gym, oh, he's probably a steroid head or man, he probably a cool dude. So there ain't no reason to be uncomfortable.
Dude by the door crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
But I love him.
Moving forward.
Yes, sir.
I mean, that was all the questions I had, so now it's just freelance, which what we want to talk about.
Black people, we need to get our life together.
Elaborate.
Everybody, as a whole.
But elaborate. What you mean by that?
I think we need to break away from societal norms and come up with our own norms so we don't get put in the box for other people and other cultures. So we can progress as a whole.
But that's the thing, like you said.
That simple.
Our norms, people eat off of our norms. So
exactly that. So we know people would eat off our stuff. Why not become the person that has the product? So then we can bring in money to our own community instead of going to other communities and paying for stuff. And as well, black business owners need to put out better quality and stop trying to rip off other black people in the community and just focus on getting rich and to help each other as a whole. We can dive real deep into this. You know what I'm saying?
Choose that design. Because there shouldn't be separate rules.
Everybody trying to get out.
And in business though, but at the end of the day, we get mad at each other. All right, for instance, y'all see this, man. Look, fuck social media. You know,
but it's worked that way so we can get mad at each other. They don't want us by design.
We have no problem going up in the Louis or the Gucci store and paying full get in. But we want to talk a nigga down selling bootlegs downtown North, like, yo, let me get $5. We do that to each other.
You gonna talk down somebody you know about their sweatsuit.
We do that to each other.
But you gonna go and pay $250 for a Nike sweatsuit. Nike Tech gonna run you almost $250. That's $1 every time you hit $2.
Don't say EBT?
If that's like prime example.
Prime example right there.
If I drop a sweatsuit line,
come here, bro,
and I go to the homies or people I know, people of my color and whatnot, people that look like me, and I'm saying, yo, my sweatsuit's $150. They gon' who is you? You ain't nobody. $150. But you gonna go pay $250, $300 for the new Nike Tech that just dropped. That everybody gonna have.
You gotta get that Jody hustle.
You know what I'm saying?
Jody sold dresses out the trunk of his car.
But a lot of them not even paying for it.
They gonna try to negotiate with you about your price, but they ain't gonna negotiate with Nike. And Nike say $250, they gonna smack that $250 on the table.
But no, not necessarily, because everybody that's wearing their brand not paying the money.
No, but I'm saying if you go into a store, yeah, but I'm saying X out the booster. If you go in the store, you gonna pay that $250. If I'm outside and I got better look and I got better material and a better look than Nike, you gonna still try to negotiate with me. If I'm asking $150, you gonna say, damn, bro, you can't do $125, you can't do $135. You know what I'm saying? So
but you know what? I think across the board, like that's just how business is. Like even when these
you're not gonna negotiate,
but these large corporations negotiate with them when they go like to say they say like a Dr. J's or Jimmy Jazz or whatever.
Right.
Jimmy Jazz is saying, well, we got like 500 stores worldwide. So on the wholesale price, you gonna come down off of that. Business is business. We might not be in the meetings, but that's how that shit go down.
People of color in this country have been conditioned. We're conditioned. Our minds have been stolen. We are no longer enslaved with physical chains.
Right.
We're enslaved mentally.
Every black man
And as
is
long
Kardashian.
as we continue to have that stinking thinking, I need this designer name on my ass. I need this pair of sneakers. Nobody is gonna feed into a black man upstart trying to make bread, because we don't support each other, because we are mentally warped and destroyed by way of the mind.
But I feel as though same time that come from the system, because the conditions that we place under, we're as a black person, black woman or man, you're not gonna be put in a financial situation where you can always afford the luxury items. So you're gonna always want that. Like you see a white dude, he got a lot of money, blah blah blah. He gonna dress like bummy, regular, in our opinion.
But that's in their culture, though. They was look, they're used to luxury items, so it's not gonna mean nothing to them. To us, we can't just get that easy. Man, I'm not saying though.
So we gonna try to get it, and we gonna value our luxury items.
And you know what?
We want luxury too, but it's hard for us to get luxury under the conditions
our
that we
luxury is
under.
right downtown north. But we won't go down there and get no dashiki or throw some what's the name on. Like I say it all the time, yo, we are beyond condition. That's why every little movement we have now is a joke. You got niggas look, you got niggas on the front lines marching in Gucci suits. How the fuck your enemies making your little...
That's the point.
Alright, y'all. So that was the end of the episode. I would like to thank everybody that came on.
Thank you.
Plug anything y'all got, socials.
We out here.
Plug.
We out here.
Carter Fitness LLC on Instagram. That's me.
No socials, it's just me. You know what we do.
I ain't got no socials right now. I'll be back in a minute.
The IG Rec P973 and WK. We got a whole bunch of things. Hey, you are? Come talk to me. We got a couple of things, you know what I'm saying, going down with music, movies, all that type of stuff. Check us out.
I just want to thank at Allocate_26, the LaidBack Podcast, for having me on.
Yes, sir.
Gratitude to you, brother. Keep moving, keep shining, onward and upward is the trajectory. And
yes, sir. Good looking now.
I like you, bro.
Let's get it. Love you, baby.
Till the end.
Till the end, baby.
Allocate_26 on Instagram. Make sure y'all subscribe. We out.
Bob,
let's get it.